The Sith are the most dangerous villains in Star Wars. They use the dark side of the Force, seek unlimited power, and will do anything to win. Some want revenge, some want to rule forever, and some just love causing pain. Here are the 10 most powerful and evil Sith Lords in history. Number 10 is Vitiate, the terrifying Sith Emperor. Born over 5,000 years before the Clone Wars, his dark path began early. At just 6 years old, he killed his abusive stepfather. Then, he tortured his own mother for months before murdering her in rage. His evil deeds made him even stronger. By age 13, he had taken over his entire planet. But he didn't stop there. He tricked 8,000 Sith Lords into a deadly ritual, stealing their life force to become immortal. Vitiate didn't just want to rule the galaxy. He wanted to destroy it, absorbing every living thing's energy to become a god. Even when he died, he cheated death by jumping into new bodies. He later created the Eternal Empire under the name Valkorion, but his true identity as the Sith Emperor will always be remembered. A true monster who would do anything for ultimate power. At number 9 is Darth Plagueis, a Muun who seemed like just a banker, but was secretly a powerful Sith Lord. His real obsession? Cheating death. He learned to control life itself using the Force, even bringing the dead back to life. His experiments with midi-chlorians, tiny life-creating cells, may have accidentally led to Anakin Skywalker's birth. Unlike other Sith, Plagueis seemed calm and wise, but his hunger for immortality was his undoing. His own apprentice, Sheev Palpatine, later Darth Sidious, betrayed and killed him in his sleep. This murder sealed Palpatine's rise to power. A brilliant but doomed Sith, whose own ambition destroyed him. Number 8 is Darth Bane, the Sith who rewrote the rules. 1,000 years before the Clone Wars, he was just Decil, a miner turned Sith after killing a Republic officer in self-defense. But he saw a big problem. The Sith were too many, too weak, always fighting each other. So he created the rule of 2. Only 2 Sith can exist, one master to hold power, one apprentice to learn. Bane wiped out the old Sith Order, crushing the Brotherhood of Darkness. His new system set the stage for the Sith's eventual revenge. Even though his own apprentice, Darth Zana, killed him in the end, his plan worked. Centuries later, Darth Sidious used Bane's rule of 2 to destroy the Jedi and rule the galaxy. The ultimate Sith reformer: fewer Sith, more power. If you have made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more Star Wars-related videos. At number 7, meet the Sith Empire's most lethal enforcer. A warrior so deadly, her name alone made Jedi tremble. Darth Talon. This Twi'lek wasn't just trained in the dark side, she was forged by it. Raised from birth to kill, her crimson tattoos weren't just for show. They mocked her as the Sith's ultimate weapon. Twin sabers, unmatched speed and absolute loyalty. While other Sith schemed, Talon acted, carving through enemies with terrifying precision. And when Darth Krayt returned from the grave to reclaim the Empire, she became his shadow blade, striking down anyone who opposed his rule. Jedi, traitors, even fellow Sith, none were safe. Because Talon didn't just fight, she hunted. And once she had your scent, there was no running. She's a legend of the dark side. The Sith Empire's deadliest assassin, this is Darth Talon. At number 8, a fallen legend. A Jedi Master turned Sith Lord. The aristocrat who became a tyrant. Count Dooku. Trained by Yoda himself, Dooku was once the Jedi Order's pride, a master duelist, a philosopher of the Force. But the deeper he looked, the more he saw the rot, a corrupt republic, a complacent council. And so, he walked away. Seduced by Darth Sidious, he embraced a new name, Darth Tyrannus. The architect of the Clone Wars. The face of the Separatists. With a single speech, he turned thousands of systems against the Republic, all while playing both sides. But in the end, even he was just a pawn. Betrayed by Sidious. Abandoned by the dark side. His final sight. The boy he once scorned, Anakin Skywalker, raising a blade to end him. A fallen idealist. a Sith who believed he was saving the galaxy. Number 5. The Sith Lord who bent the galaxy to his will. Darth Sidious. Born into wealth, hungry for absolute power. While senators saw a polite politician, the Sith saw their perfect weapon. For decades, he played both sides. Jedi trusted him, systems followed him, while he strangled the Republic with fake wars and backroom deals. Then, the snap of a finger, and the Jedi Order burned.
Execute Order 66.
Yes, Lord Sidious.
But death. Just another lie. Clones. Dark magic. Even his corpse couldn't stop him. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled? Making the galaxy believe he was just a man. This is Darth Sidious. At number 4, Darth Nihilus, the Empty One. In a galaxy of monsters, he was the void itself. Not a Sith, not a man, just hunger. Near the end of the Mandalorian Wars, the Jedi and Republic were losing badly. There, they activated the Mass Shadow Generator, a gravity superweapon designed to crush entire fleets. Malachor V was the site of a cataclysmic superweapon detonation that didn't just kill millions. It scarred the Force itself, turning Nihilus into a living black hole that fed on life. He didn't conquer worlds. He consumed them. Qatar, a planet of Jedi, gone in a single breath. Not a battle, a feast. The dark side doesn't just corrupt, it replaces. His robes, a coffin. His voice, a death rattle. Darth Nihilus wasn't evil. He was already dead. He just forgot to stop moving. At number 3, the Sith's perfect predator, Darth Maul. Sidious didn't want an apprentice. He wanted a blade, one sharpened with hate, pain, and one purpose: Jedi extinction. His first strike, Qui-Gon Jinn, dead. But he made a mistake of underestimating the young apprentice Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's lightsaber cut Maul in half, but his hate kept him alive, crawling through trash, gnawing on vermin. He only remembered vengeance against Kenobi, a beast who outlived his master. A phantom of vengeance. At number 2, most powerful Sith Lord of all time, Darth Vader. This guy wasn't just a villain. He was a legend, a monster, and, believe it or not, a hero in the end. Before he was Vader, he was Anakin Skywalker, a slave kid from Tatooine with insane Force potential. The Jedi thought he was the chosen one, destined to bring balance to the Force. But Anakin had big fears, especially losing the people he loved. Enter Darth Sidious, the ultimate puppet master. He preyed on Anakin's fears, promising him power to save his wife, Padme. But it was a trap. Anakin turned on the Jedi, became Darth Vader, and in one brutal duel with Obi-Wan, got burned alive on Mustafar. Rebuilt as a cyborg nightmare, Vader became the Empire's enforcer. That suit kept him alive, but also tortured him 24/7. His power was unstoppable, Force-choking officers, crushing rebel fleets, and hunting down Jedi survivors. But here's the crazy part. After decades of evil, Vader saved his son, Luke, and killed Palpatine. In his final moments, he died as Anakin Skywalker again. The Chosen One did bring balance, just not how anyone expected. Vader wasn't just powerful, he was iconic. The suit, the voice, the unstoppable rage. He's the face of Star Wars villains. But deep down, his story is a tragedy, not just pure evil. That's why he's number 2 on our list. And finally, at number 1 is Darth Revan. Revan began as a hero, a prodigy of the Jedi Order. When the Mandalorians threatened the galaxy, Revan defied the Jedi Council and led the Republic to victory. But the war changed him. Haunted by the horrors he witnessed, Revan sought answers in the unknown regions of the galaxy. On the dark world of Malachor V, Revan and his closest ally, Malak, uncovered the secrets of the Sith. Seduced by the promise of power to prevent future wars, Revan fell to the dark side. He became Darth Revan, the Dark Lord of the Sith, and turned his armies against the Republic. With Malak as his apprentice, Revan waged war on the galaxy, seeking to reshape it through strength and domination. His tactical genius and mastery of the Force made him nearly unstoppable, but betrayal lurked in the shadows. Malak, hungry for power, betrayed Revan, leaving him at the mercy of the Jedi. Captured and broken, Revan's memories were erased by the Jedi Council. Reborn as a Jedi, Revan fought to save the galaxy he once sought to conquer. Alongside new allies, he uncovered the truth of his past and faced Malak in a final fateful duel. Darth Revan's legacy is one of complexity and contradiction. A hero, a villain, and a redeemer, his story challenges our understanding of the Force and the nature of destiny. In the end, Revan remains an enigma, a symbol of the eternal struggle between light and dark. There you have it, our list of the top 10 Sith Lords, from the power-hungry Vitiate to the tragic Darth Revan. Each of these Sith left an indelible mark on the galaxy, and they're remembered not only for their power but for the dark legacies they created. Whether it's for their ruthlessness, intelligence, or sheer force of will, these Sith Lords are the epitome of darkness. But who do you think should have been number one? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Star Wars content. And while you're at it, check out our next video on the top 10 Jedi in Star Wars. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.